and assistants who once followed the scientist stand frozen in the gloom. Their eyes are wide, staring at nothing. Their faces are frozen in a permanent expression of terror, and their bodies show no signs of life. Su Chen scans the perimeter of this strange dimension. It's smaller than he expected, but the most disturbing part isn't the size, it's the contents. A lot of people are packed in here like inventory in a warehouse. His gaze shifts to the woman who was pulled in after him. Something about her appearance doesn't sit right with him. I didn't notice earlier, but you're disguised too? Then you must be one of Sister Tian's people. The woman wonders why he is talking about disguises. Su Chen inspected the woman, touching and rubbing her ears with his fingers. The woman felt tickled, started to blush, and felt embarrassed. Su Chen inspection doesn't stop there. He checks the texture of her tail, noting the warmth and the way the fur reacts to the touch. It's not just the fur that reacts. The woman blushes even more and more. Her body temperature begins to rise, and her face becomes covered in sweat. Despite the woman's intense reaction, Su Chen is seeing the bunny outfits Sister Tian handed out earlier, and in his mind, this is just a more high-budget version of the same joke. You put way more effort into this than Duan Ya and the other bunny girl outfits. If looks could kill, Su Chen would have died a second time. The woman isn't just annoyed, she is humiliated. To be treated like a cosplayer by a mere human is an insult she won't soon forget. When I get out, I'll tear you into pieces. But what she doesn't know is that this misunderstanding is actually a blessing for her, because Su Chen takes her for one of Sister Tian's people. Since you're Sister Tian's person, I have no reason to leave you here. But Su Chen isn't leaving just yet. He's not here just to play hero. He searches around in the giant python's space dimension. His search quickly pays off. Tucked away in the folds of the dimension is a glowing container made of pure energy. This is a mutant fruit? Su Chen just found the jackpot. Happy with his finding, Su Chen gets ready to pick the mutant fruit. But behind him, the woman's expression has shifted from rage to pure, unadulterated fear. She knows something Su Chen doesn't. She tries to shout, to warn Su Chen. "Idiot! Don't touch the mutant fruit!" But the words are choked back. Without a second of hesitation, Su Chen reaches into the energy container. The moment his skin makes contact, the fruit reacts. Pure energy, dazzling light, bursting forth around him. He doesn't understand what's going on. Why is the power inside the mutant fruit flowing into my body on its own? The surge is massive. It's not just a power-up, it's an evolution. It's more potent than 10 crystal cores combined, but absorbing such power comes with a devastating price, and he is already thinking about the side effects of such power, and we know that he will need to stabilize it. But in the meantime, there is collateral damage. Holding the woman's hand, a portion of power was absorbed by her. Outside, the giant python seems to be panicking. Its eyes spread wide, revealing blinding ice-blue pupils. Without hesitation, the scientist orders all his men to attack. Kill the frost giant python. Take its spatial crystal core, he shouted at his men. The frost giant python is no longer the hunter. It's a victim of its own dimension. The massive energy surge from mutant fruit is too much for the beast to contain. It convulses, unleashing a violent discharge of spatial energy. It's an emergency purge. The python's internal space is collapsing, and it's vomiting everything back. The cave is filled with the sound of cracking ice and desperate shouting. The survivors, seeing their friends being dumped onto the stone floor like trash, turn to the one man they believe has the answers. But the doctor isn't interested in saving anyone. "Doctor, what should we do?" The man looking back to see the doctor already sprinting away into the tunnels. The scientist had already done the math, and the result was run. While running, he explains what the situation is. The mutant fruit contains enormous energy. The frost giant python must have kept it in its spatial dimension to absorb it slowly, but now it's continuously ejecting everything from its space. Something must have gone wrong inside the spatial dimension. Inside the dimension space, Su Chen sees all the bodies being expelled. Trying to send us out? In his current situation, this scenario is not good for him. "My current state isn't suitable for fighting you," talking to the giant python. He takes the anthropomorphic woman and enters his own dimensional space. "It's safer to stay inside my own space." Inside his dimensional space, he lays the woman on a bed, waiting for the situation to improve outside, and takes her out as soon as the situation is safe. He hopes the isolation will give them time to stabilize, but for his guest, the battle has just begun. Damn it, the side effects are getting worse and worse. While Su Chen was thinking of a way to avoid the giant python and get out, he doesn't notice the shifting energy behind him. The woman's fingernails turn to sharp cat claws, and the last of her human restraint vanished. The woman in heat can finally move again. She lunges at Su Chen and grabs him by the neck. The woman Su Chen was teasing earlier is gone. In her place stands a wild creature driven by an uncontrollable biological surge. She opens her mouth like a wild animal, but this isn't an assassination attempt. She threw herself at him as if she were going to kiss him. The woman clings to Su Chen from the front, seemingly falling as she kisses him. The woman's face has completely changed. She looks more like an enraged cat. She starts biting Su Chen with her cat teeth, again and again, all over his chest and shoulders. Su Chen is perplexed by her behavior. He tries to talk to her, but nothing. Why are you acting like a wild beast, scratching and biting? The woman uses her cat claws to tear Su Chen's clothes. Su Chen ends up resigning himself to the situation. Given the amount of power he has absorbed, he will need someone to stabilize him. She grabs the woman and throws her onto the bed, and they find themselves in a weird position. Su Chen absorbed a lot of power, more than 10 crystal cores combined. Being far away from Duan Ya and Yun Yun, stuck with a cat woman. After being provoked by her, will he use the opportunity to stabilize their conditions? Find out in the next episode. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to like it and subscribe. Have a nice day.